Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Seeking Alexandria. I'm Paige, and welcome to my channel. If you're new, if you're not, you an OG. What's up? I respect. So, okay. Or we could just leave the shirt on. Ugh. Okay, so it's early. Like, I never film in the morning before I venture off into my life because, first of all, this is what I look like. And my eyes are, like, swollen shut because I haven't slept in, like, 3 days, and it's a hot mess. But anyways, all that aside, today I'm coming with you full face, first impression, whole line. And I'm actually really excited because here's the thing. You ever been like walking through Ulta and all of a sudden you're just like, what are you? Ooh, I see you. I see you. And then they come at you like, girl, I got you. I see you. Ooh, okay. That, my friends, is how this little baby was born. What product am I talking about, you might ask, if you have not already read the title? The Laura Geller collection. Now, it started with this shiny little package, where in this kit you get a primer. Oh, but it's a spackle tinted makeup primer. You get a baked body frosting body and glow. I'm assuming that's like a baked bronzer. You get a mascara and a beige bite lipstick. Now, here's the thing. By the way, it says it's called 50 Kisses, so I got a lot of testing to do, y'all. Okay, but anyways, that was not like the only thing I picked up because obviously you cannot do no full face, which is this. Well, then I started looking, I'm like, this girl got lots of good stuff. So we're gonna go in and do like a full face with her products because, that's the receipt. Oh my God. But like I picked up her Summer Island Escape shadow palette. I picked up a bunch of stuff. Guys, I don't even, like, I haven't messed with any of this because I don't even know. Okay, well that one just fell out of its packaging. We're gonna hop in with this and I'm gonna start putting some products on my face. This is the most ridiculous intro of my life. But maybe we'll get you zoomed in. Maybe we'll put some products on. Maybe we'll get it going. It's me again, and here I am, even closer in all my morning glory. So the first item I have, it's like the first item I have up for bidding. Stop. So these are what I picked up for, primer. Here we go. Foundation. The primer I picked up was the Spackle Treatment Mattifying Makeup Primer. And then for foundation, I have the Color Lock Cream Foundation. The reason I picked this primer, they offer a million, by the way. They have, I think it was like 8 different primers, and I was like super impressed because I don't think I've ever seen a brand have that many. You get a pretty generous tubey of it. And what I liked about this one is that it's oil control under makeup primer, although somewhere I think I read like you can put it on over. And I was like, stop, nobody be putting on the primer over their makeup. Stop telling us that, because that is a recipe for disaster. Once I put my foundation on, girl, I don't even want to look at it again because it's like, I'm afraid it's going to like it's going to crack. It's something. One thing I also really liked about this is that it was called Spackle. And I got to go out to the car because, you know, my dad sits in the car when I go into Ulta, but I got to go in and tell him that I bought Spackle for my face. And he was just like, okay, I believe you. Finally, a product I recognize. Oh, okay, this primer is very colored. It has like a beige tint to it. Okay, I'm nervous. Like, I have a routine. Oh yeah, and by the way, this is what happens when you have an autoimmune disease and your face doesn't heal itself. Wow, that goes on really nice. Okay, so the color, not an issue. Because here's the thing. I have used so many tinted things that I probably took way too much of this, but when I use tinted things, people are like, oh, it goes on and you can't even see it. It's not a big deal. And I'm like, no, stop. You are underestimating the severity of my paleness. Like, if there is color, my skin finds it and brings it out and makes me look like a Dalmatian. Actually, all right, I let that sit there for like a minute or two, and okay, if we could keep the shirt on, Paige. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time with my shirt. Keep it on this morning. It's going to be a rough day if this is how it's starting. I have the Cover Lock Cream Foundation, as I already showed you. And then this is the little, calm down foundation. You'll get your day in the sun. So this is what it looks like. I picked it up in the color Porcelain, per usual, the lightest color that they have. Now, might be a smidge too dark, because they usually are. Oh, that's not too bad. Pretty thick, not the worst. We'll definitely have to put it on and see what we come up with. And I believe when I looked at all the different options, this one was the like non-luminescent one because that was what I needed. I need something that is not luminescent. Okay, wow, little goes a long way. Like, still going.
Holy schnicky. This is some full coverage foundation in here. Whoa, whoa, like, that's one thin layer. Whoa.
That's one thin layer on this cheek right here. Did pretty good job covering that up so far. Can't hate it. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and beat my face some more. Okay, so that is what I would consider foundation done. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to try and zoom in and show you guys what I am talking about. But the problem is very patchy. Let's zoom this a little, shall we? I don't know if this is going to focus and actually let you see it, but like I just applied, obviously you saw, all in here. And you can see how patchy it already kind of is. And I mean, I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt and hope that it kind of evens out. But like you can see the inconsistencies in color, especially right in this area. You can really see them. So like we're gonna see how well this goes. So right out of the gate, foundation pluses. I like how little it takes to get super good full coverage. I do like how mattifying it is. I like that as I put it on, I could tell that it was mattifying. I do not like the patchiness of the coverage. Like even over here, I feel like this whole strip is a different color than over here. Like right here and here, I feel like they're not even the same color. And like that's me looking at them. Could be the lighting. We're gonna test it for a day and we're gonna find out. But anyways, we are going to move on next to concealer. And unfortunately, this brand, I tell you what, they did not have enough concealer options because the concealers they had were way too dark. The lightest one, I swatched it and I was just like, no, no, too dark. I can't. I didn't even have to swatch it. I held it up to my hand and I was like, okay. So I'm going to go in with my Shape Tape because everyone, I just love Shape Tape and everyone knows what it is. And if you don't, it is made by Tarte and it is the best concealer that I think has ever touched the world. And so we're going to go in with some of that and I will be back with you guys when I'm done concealing. I know, it looks good, right? Should just leave it like this. It's like I'm going to Coachella or something. Had to Google that to figure out what it meant. Whoa. They were just like, I typed it in Google, what is Coachella? And Google was like, are you stupid? And I was like, no, I'm just from Northern Michigan. Type. And then it was like, oh, okay, in that case, Coachella is a really big music festival. And I was like, oh, see? As long as you tell Google that you're inept, it'll help you out. So that was good. But I'll be back when I got all this blended out. So forgot for a second that I was filming, but I did just save you a couple of steps. Obviously I finished my concealer. I'm baking my face with my Airspun translucent powder where I put the concealer so that way it doesn't crease and do all that craziness. But we will see. I also went ahead and I primed my eyelids with my Urban Decay potion. Eyeshadow primer potion. Because I didn't have a primer potion from Laura Geller. And I would have sworn I had an eyebrow pencil from them. But do you think I did? Nope. Couldn't find it. Not in the bag. So I guess I didn't buy it. And then I got to save you the hot 100.5 hours that I just spent with these eyebrows. You know, there are days that I'm so grateful I wear glasses, and today is one of them because like you won't even see how horrendous they turned out. I mean, the world will, but like my world will not. And I'm grateful for that. And I work with mainly guys, so they won't notice either. But we're gonna move on to this beautiful Island Escape shadow palette. I have not opened it. Obviously, I have not opened it up. Okay, so right out of the gate, packaging is very pretty. Just says Laura Geller. And then, okay, you get like a full-on mirror, which is gorgeous. And then and I love that it comes like able to be, oh God, I love that. And then the shades on this palette kind of pop out, as you can see. But anyways, I'll stop moving it. Very pretty, a lot of shimmers, a couple mattes it looks like. I'm going to go in with the shade Island Haze right here. It's like a light-ish brown, I hope. And okay, so lots of fallout. Now we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna try popping that in the crease and seeing how pigmented it is. Okay. Okay, so we got that in both of the creases. I know that because of the lighting I have going on in here, it's probably gonna look a little uneven, but I promise you it's pretty even. Next, we're gonna go in with Pebble Beach, which is like this dark shade here. Oh man, that pigment. Whew. Whew. All right, so we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna pop some of this in the crease, focusing mainly on like the outside V over here. Oh, not bad. I think my first thought with this whole thing would be these shadows are not nearly as pigmented as I thought they'd be. Okay, we got that into the outer corner, blended it like into the crease a little bit. Let's see here. Purpley pretty shade on the outside just to keep kind of deepening it up, and I'd like to start adding in like some actual color. I'm gonna take this really pretty jungle green julep color, which is right here, right here. I want to take this color and go in. I have no idea what that just showed on camera, sorry, but I want to go into like the center of the lid and see if this transfers even remotely as pretty as it does from my finger. I added the green to the center and it actually blended really nicely in with the purple. I'm gonna go ahead and take my crease brush and I'm just gonna kind of soften the edges, make sure everything is blended. Always blend, people. You don't want to look like you took the sidewalk chalk to your eyelids, okay? So as I'm sure you'll notice, I look quite a bit different. I thought I would go ahead and try to put eyeliner on. Now for those of you that don't know, I have like chronically watering eyes. Like they water ridiculous amounts. So I tried to do a little bit of light liner because like I know better than to try and do a wing liner. Like I've pretty much learned my lesson on that one. But I just thought like a little bit couldn't hurt. And then next thing I know, it's bleeding all over my eyes. And now there are two places on the outsides of my eyes that won't even take color at the moment because I don't know why. Because it's apparently too wet for my eyes. Just so anyways, I'm officially going to be over that for right now. I'm still like dabbing my eyes because they won't stop watering. But we're just going to overlook one more thing. And we're just going to, I wiped off all the freaking setting powder stuff on my face. The issue I'm already having is that it's already like separating off my nose. So it's going to be a long, stressful day with this foundation. You'll be with me though, because we'll be checking in throughout the day. I picked up a bronzer, a blush, and a highlighter. A honeysuckle blush, okay, and it even comes with a little brush. We got that. We got the, I just dropped the brush, so there went that idea. Laura Geller Baked In Brighten. Blush Brighten. Oh, okay, so this is like another brush. So I picked it up in like two different colors, it looks like. One's probably, one's a travel size. But I picked it up in two colors. They probably didn't have it in the ones I wanted. But for a highlighter, it is the Baked Gelato Swirl Illuminator. Oh God, that's pretty. In the color Charming Pink. What am I saying? Super, super pretty. Very like glisteny. Now we get to get into this big guy because this is where all the fun really happens. Get rid of that box. Comes what? This is how it comes. And it looks like this is the bronzer, and the bronzer does come with a puff of sorts. Very pretty. Let's take a little look-see here. Oh wow, okay. Very pretty, a little intense for me, so I might have to do a little Hula Light before I can use this. Actually, you know what? If I blend it out, it'll depend on how well it blends. I might have that Hershey's bar thing going on that we've talked about. And then you also, in here, you get the Tinted Under Makeup Primer in Champagne, which I actually did not use because it's tinted. I already get oily and I needed something that was mattifying. And you have the Drama Lash Maximizing Volumizing Mascara and the Laura Geller 50 Kisses lipstick. Good Lord, me fighting with packaging is half my channel. In the color Beige Bite, which is actually kind of pretty, so I'm excited. All right, let's go ahead and let's just grab a brush, because honestly, as of right now, I don't have high hopes for today. Nope. I'm just gonna go in with this Real Techniques powder brush. I'm just gonna dab her in. Oh wow, holy freaking kick up. Touch my brush in it one time. Do you see all the kick up? Whoa, Batman. Oh my good Lord. Very light. Let's see what we get here. Oh, okay. So not horrible. As long as you go in with a light hand. And I mean like, if you are pale, girl, you better go in with like the lightest hand you've ever had. Because holy bejesus. That's actually kind of pretty. I like that it's not like super orangey undertoned. I tried one the other day that was, and it made me look like Carrot Top, and I wasn't a fan, but this is actually really pretty. A little to the chin. Okay, that's actually kind of pretty. Guys, I'm kind of living right now. That's pretty, okay, all right. Restoring faith a little. Okay, let's not restore too much. I want to go in lighter, I think, with the blushes, but like before we do that here, let's kind of look at both of the blushes. Let's swatch them. Oh, wow. Okay, so this big guy, he's gonna swatch red. Oh, yep. So, pink buttercream. Oh, man, okay. Honeysuckle for me is actually like that brownie one right there, that brownish. It's more of a, like a contour. Wow, okay. So this is going well. All right. Now you gotta get creative. I'm gonna put the brownish one away for right this minute and focus on the pretty pink one, I guess. I'm gonna go in with, again, a really light hand of the blush, cause like, whoa, pigment. I just wanna add, oh my God. Okay, wow, there went my life. All right. And until we get an arm cramp, blend, blend, blend. Okay, guys, so after you blend it out, not awful. Livable, very livable. Wow, my nose is cakey. I'm already creasing, like over here. Yeah, yep, it's a pretty little highlight. Okay, swatching a fresh highlight just does, oh. So the highlight, I think, is gonna save my life. And by my life, I just mean my self-esteem because it's in the toilet right now. Now, when it comes to highlight, I typically put on a tiny little bit before I spray my face with my setting spray, and then I put on the rest of it after. And I do this just so that way, like, some naturally sits under the setting spray, and I feel like then it kind of melds in a little bit with like the foundation, and then when I put the stuff on top, then it like sits on top and really pops out. It makes no sense. There's nothing that says to do it that way. That's just how I do it. Time for the mascara. Seriously, I can't get over this foundation. I need to stop looking at it, but I can't. It's a train wreck and I just can't look away. Holy freaking brush, guys. Okay, so the brush is about 3 times the size of my face. So there's one eye done, one eye not so done. And my first impression so far, very freaking clumpy. That's my first impression. I'm irritated. I'm just gonna finish this mascara. I'll be back. Okay guys, I am done. I took my hair out of its night wrap, and for some reason this side didn't curl, so we're just gonna like put it away. But I got the lipstick on. First impressions for the lipstick, I thought it was on camera, but the camera wasn't on, so that's cute. I was just looking at myself, talking to myself with no camera. First impressions were it went on okay. I felt like the coverage was a little bit patchy, and my lips aren't like super like, you know, color, like they don't have a really dark color, so they're not hard to cover. We will see how it wears. I feel like it's actually drying down really nicely. It's bleeding a little bit on the sides of my mouth, which is really frustrating because then you end up with like this, like what is that? The Heath Ledger, you know, you end up, oh God, rest in peace. I loved him. But anyways, you end up with like that crazy Joker, like nyeep thing on the ends that I don't like. But anyways, we're just gonna, why do you have to look like that here? This is just not my day. I'm gonna zoom this in when I get out into some natural light so you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about with this foundation, because trust me when I say you are not seeing the full shebang. Hello everybody, I am checking in. It's a little windy out here, so I apologize because I'm sure you're gonna hear all of it in the camera. But I wanted to check in with this foundation that I got going on real quick. I'm gonna zoom in and see if you guys can get a good feel. I feel like around here the discoloration lightened up just a little bit. I know there's like, it's either full sun right now or there's no sun, and I wanted to kind of try it out in the shade, but like it is so oily. And like I feel like the primer, I'm on Zoom. I feel like the primer did virtually nothing, you guys, which is super, super frustrating for me, first of all, because it was supposed to be like this mattifying, and it went on and it actually felt really mattifying. So I had really high hopes for it. But then, and you know, again, forget don't mind those because welcome to glasses. But like if I zoom in, the eyeshadow, my eyes are watering because I'm outside, but the eyeshadow is holding up really great. The pigment is still there. It's really pretty still, I think. But this is just, oh my gosh, every comment that I've gotten today, even the guys looked at me and said, wow, you look really pale. Are you okay? You look sick. And I was like, it's just my foundation. And I feel like as the day went on, my foundation got lighter, which is something I have never experienced. So that was new. Something that actually made me look pastier than I really was. Another issue that I had, like I said, is that oil. The oil is so ridiculous. And oh my God, it is so windy. I feel so bad for how bad this is going to sound for the audio. But guys, I'm going to go back inside because this is doing no one any good, but I just wanted to check in and let you guys know. Hello, everybody. It is 3:45. I am checking in. I can't wait to take this crap off my face. This is ridiculous, you guys. Like, I'm going to zoom in and be ready to just, oh God, it's so gross. Like, okay. Do you see what I see? Do you see what I see? Like, seriously, what you're seeing is not a dramatization, okay? I don't even know what this is. Like, I gave up. It's just like a red spot now. That's great. Like, Laura Geller, why? Oh, like, oh, that's the money shot right there. And then you go up under my eyes, you guys, and it's so cakey. Like, again, don't mind the glasses part because that pretty much happens no matter what. But seriously, you guys, is that not disgusting? Okay, I would normally never let like anything this close to my face when it looks this bad, but this is like in the name of scientific research, okay? And I'm telling you, I am so thoroughly disappointed, disgusted. I could probably zoom out. But seriously, guys, I can't wait to take this crap off my face. Like, I'm going out to dinner tonight, and I'm actually thinking I might just take it off my face and, like, either go barefaced or very little, like, powder, because I need this crap off my face. I think I would look worse without any makeup. Or, I'm sorry, worse with this on than I would without any makeup. It looks that bad. So, I'll let you guys know at the end of the day what I ended up doing. But for now, I'm severely annoyed. And I look like crap, and I am very upset about it. So, ugh, so annoying. I can't. I just keep looking at it. It's like a train wreck. I can't stop looking at it. Oh, God, make it stop. Okay, everybody, I am really sorry. This is like the next day. I forgot to film an outro for that foundation that I did yesterday, and I was sitting here and I was like, oh, crap. So I figured I'd just prop you guys up real quick and kind of talk about it. I know the lighting and everything is awful in here because it's like an office, so sorry about that. But I actually ended up, I was supposed to go out to dinner, like I had said, and I was like, I cannot wear that frickin' foundation. I cannot do it. It was so gross, you guys. I took it off almost immediately after I shot that last thing. I just wiped it all off because it looked so crappy, cakey, awful. I do not recommend that Laura Geller primer. I do not recommend that Laura Geller foundation. I do not recommend any of it. It was disgusting. I didn't hate the eyeshadow. The eyeshadow wasn't bad. It stayed on. I felt like it held its pigment, but that could have been just a result of the primer potion underneath, because I was using my Urban Decay primer potion, thank God. So at least one thing, held steady. But yeah, the actual Laura Geller products, no, I was not a fan of the mascara. My lashes did like the I wasn't a fan. The lipstick did okay. It's a pretty color. It was a very nice, like, peachy kind of nude. And it did stay pretty well. It had a nice creamy consistency. It took a little longer to dry down than I would typically like. But it was okay. I mean, it was all right. I feel like that was the overall theme for everything that I tried yesterday was like, it was all right. Like, how was this? It was all right. You know, I wasn't overly impressed with anything. The bronzer was nice. The blush was nice, but they didn't really get a fair shot at anything because that foundation was so crappy. But yeah, so I had to like come on here and like talk about it because it was freaking awful, you guys. So yeah, I think that'd be like my overall gamut with the whole thing is like, are there a couple things from the line that are worth it? Sure. Would it be everything? No. So that's kind of where I'm at. Do not recommend that mattifying primer did literally nothing for me. I mean, absolutely nothing. Like, could not have done less of nothing for my skin. Same with the foundation. Caked immediately. Everyone yesterday was like, Paige, I'm not trying to be mean, but like, why you look like crap? And I was like, yeah, I know. Sorry. Not offensive at all because I know I look like crap. I am well aware. I'm sorry I keep looking to the side, but that's where my window is for my office. And I just know someone's going to walk up and think I'm crazy because I'm talking to myself, but whatever. They don't understand my world. Okay. Okay. But yeah, I'm back in like my normal everyday wear today. I'm just wearing the collab I'm Shook. It was the Manny MUA and Jeffree Star lipstick collab. Loving it. I'm loving both of those. It came in I'm Shook and Daddy were the two collab colors. Please collab again, you guys. Please collab again because I'm wearing the highlighter that came from this set. Oh, I think it was Eclipse is the color. So friggin' gorgeous. I'm wearing my Laura, stop. I'm wearing my L'Oreal Pro Matte, and I wear that. That's like my day-to-day foundation. It wears so nice on my face. My face just like settles down. It really like just likes it. They like each other for the most part. There are days my skin doesn't like anything, but like, what are you gonna do? So anyways, I'm just going to wrap this video up. I wanted to come back and give you guys my final thoughts. I'm sorry it's not like, you know, where it's supposed to be and like the lighting's not great, but like this is real life. I shoot real life. I don't do like ridiculous, like, oh, I got this like fantastic studio light. And no, like the reality of life is that sometimes your lighting is crappy. Sometimes it's windy. Sometimes life is just taking you by the balls that day. And sometimes you just gotta deal with it. Like right now, I got a dog sitting next to me, and I'm gonna be honest, she freaking stinks. Like, not stinks like, oh, she needs a bath. Stinks like she needs an enema. She stinks, guys. Whoa. TMI, but like, wow. Could kill me. I'm diffusing lavender, like, literally this far from my face, trying to, like, fill my nasal passages with anything other than this dog. So, on that happy note, I will talk to you guys all later. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you need anything else, if you ever have questions, comments, anything like that, leave them down below so I know. Otherwise, I'm not a mind reader. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff as usual. And I'll talk to you all later. Bye. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah.